Hi there, I'm Jo from Jo's Paradise of Colour. I'm back to spinning. So that's pretty exciting. It's been a while to get the motivation to do it. But I have just started up a team Paradise of Colour for the Tdff Famous. That's going to commence in August. So if anyone's interested in joining that challenge, go to my community section on my profile on YouTube. I have the link with a little information. You can join that and give yourself a little challenge. It only goes for a week, 7 days, and we'll start the spinning challenge as soon as they start racing, and then at the end of it there will be 3 prizes. So that's pretty exciting, something different, gives me a challenge, gets my butt back into it, something to look forward to, and something to challenge myself. So in this video I am going to show you a couple plying techniques and what the texture of the yarn will look like from using different types of threads or yarns in your plying. So I'm only working with white merino. There's no color to this, only where the sections end. So I'm going to be doing minis, and these minis will be going towards weavers packs for my Etsy shop. So I will kill 2 birds with 1 stone, show you a couple techniques, and create something new for the shop at the same time. So for the first technique, I still have 4 minis to do in this technique, and I can't even get it out off the thing. Alright, so I'm doing chunky. I've already spun the singles. I spun them yesterday just to test how many I could fit on one super jumbo or jumbo bobbin for the rose, Major Craft Rose. So I've only got 1 of these bobbins, but they fit roughly 350 grams. I ended up doing 320 grams, and that will make 16 minis. So I've already done enough for 4 minis, and then I need another 4. So the first lot I'm doing a chunky double ply with some leftover 4-ply sports weight yarn. This is commercial spun. It is a double ply already, but it's to add strength, as this is for weaving. because you don't want your yarn to snap, because there's a lot of pull when doing weaves, especially if they're going to use it in macrams. There's a lot of hand twisting and real tugging of the yarn, so you need it to be really strong. So you would normally ply that type of yarn with cotton and with a yarn like the 4-ply or the 8-ply. So I'm going 4-ply. So take this bobbin off and find another one. So you will be watching me spin some more of this. As you can see, if you use a thinner yarn or spun single, if it's thinner than your first lot, you'll get a bubbly texture. It's almost like little diamonds. But if you use a plying thread or single that's exactly the same weight as the first lot, you're going to have it more blended. It's going to be more blended. It's going to be more even. So I'm just going to fill these bobbins. I'm going to be using up probably 4 to 5 bobbins with this yarn with Plying, because these other ones that I have only fit 200 grams on it. If I was making a normal weight double ply, it would fit that, but I'm getting roughly 80 grams of fiber on these after they're spun, plied with, because they are chunky. They're like a chunky 12-ply. So that's pretty cool. I do enjoy making the chunky stuff because it does take a lot quicker. It took me 3 to 4 hours to make, to fill this with 320 grams. So all up, I'm making 8 of each, different types. The next 8, after I've finished the 4, will be made into a super coil. Now that's going to be a little bit different because I'm making minis. I'm going to keep that in the one bobbin instead of cutting and separating. I'm going to make the super coil, and then where it gets to the color section, which is my separation section, I'm going to fasten it in those sections and then continue until the bobbin is full. Now we're only going to show you one of each, well, one mini of each and I'm going to try and get the other lot in as well. So for this, for the planning of these sets, I am making a multicolored thick and thin beehive, which I've already spun, and I'm going to end up separating them into two because they're 50 grams at the moment. So I'm going to use the more colourful ones with a few different colours, and I'm making 4 different colorways. After I have spun up all the little minis, I'm going to then dye them to match the colored ones. So for example, these ones that I've made a few months ago, they're still sitting in the shop. So I'm going to revamp it a little bit. I'm going to make these into two of, and then I'm going to copy the colors for the rest, but they're going to be solid colors for all the others. So these are the colors I've chosen because there's at least 4 to 5 different colors in these. Now I'm going to be making probably 4 to 5 minis to go with it. So these are going to be a 5 to 6 skein yarn set for weavers. There's going to be a mix of different techniques. So the first skein is the colour, the multicolored ones. Then there's going to be chunky 2-ply, which I'm working on now. Chunky single. So I have to spin that one next, which I will show you. It's going to be less tension. So I need to spin that one slower and looser. So it's still got the twist, but it is relaxed. Like it has a lovely drape, but doesn't fall apart. Then the next one after that will be probably, because it's because I'm working on 2 now. So there's the chunky 2-ply and the super coil, which is what I'm going to be working on now. Then after that is going to be the chunky single, so that's 3. And then I've got I'll probably do a slub for the 4th one. So that'll make it 5 all up. There's going to be 2 sets per colorway. So I think that'll be enough yarn for a weaver's pack when it's hand spun. But if I've got enough fibre after this still left over, then I might add another one to the pack. So let's see if I don't run out of fibre. I do have quite a lot. It's been sitting in that big bag there. See right there, that big bag. It is It's got probably about 3 kilos worth of fibre in it. But then I have more. I have more white fluff up in that green one. There's about 2 kilos in that one. So, and then, then I have more behind the chair. So, I have lots of fluff to play with. For the Tdff famous, seeing it's Paradise of Colour team, I am going to go with something colourful. I was gonna just work on these, but I think by the rate I'm gonna have these done well before that even starts. So I'm going to spin up some of that. Probably in some knitter's yarn. Some 2-ply, maybe a 2-ply, double ply yarn in a roughly a fingering weight, I think. I got my mojo back, which means you're going to see a lot more videos coming soon. I have lots of ideas. I have lots of fibre still lots of fibre, still lots and lots of pretties to spin. So you're going to see me making some of the more tricky stuff, because last year I bought a lot of new colours of beads, and they still sit there and I haven't done anything. Also, I have a kilo of 15 microns in a black sheep, merino sheep, in one of the bottom ones of those up there, and I haven't touched it yet, and it's been in there for a couple of years, and I think I should pull it out, and I should start making stuff out of it. It's gonna be beautiful, beautiful yarn. But Nui Milton's fleece for me spins up like a lace weight. Everyone else can get nice chunky textured yarns from it, but I can only do lace weight, which is strange because I'm not really into doing lace. But I could core spin with it and get a nice chunky yarn as well. So there is lots of possibilities. But do I spin it from the fleece, or do I try and wash it? Because it's quite beautiful. It is not full of lanolin. It is beautifully soft already. Possibilities for me to do new videos for you guys. Anyway, how long have we gone through? Probably 10 minutes. Alright, let's get into it. Now my device that I normally put sync this up to the TV, so I can turn it around and zoom in, is not working. So I'm going to have to use my tripod and muck around with where it sits, because I'm not going to be able to see what I'm doing. Unless I turn around, I might be able to. We'll see. We'll see how I go. So yeah, I've just got to add a new bobbin to my wheel.